Hey, my phone shows 6:30, so we will go ahead. I will go ahead and call this meeting to order and ask for the roll to be called, please.
Locke,
Here.
Rodriguez,
Here.
Batava,
Present.
Esri,
Here.
Rogers,
Present.
Barney,
Here.
Thorsland.
Thank you. We do have a quorum. Mr. Thorsland is, I believe, out of the country, not just out of the state, over in Germany, I believe. So you're stuck with me tonight. We'll move on then to item 3, approval of the agenda and addendum. Is there such a motion? Moved by Ms. Locke, seconded by Mr. Farney. Any changes or subtractions, additions that need to be made? Seeing none, all in favor, please say aye. Aye. Any opposed? Thank you. That passes. On to item 4, approval of minutes from the May 8th, 2025 regular meeting. Is there a motion to approve? Moved by Mr. Farney. Is there seconded by Ms. Rogers? Is there any additions or corrections to be made on those? Seeing none, all in favor, please say aye. Aye. Any opposed? Thank you. Those pass. Move on then to 5, public input. I have 2 slips, but it's my understanding that probably both parties are here more just in case we have questions. Is that correct? Don't really need or wish to speak during public input. That's fine. So we will hold on to those. Thank you. On to 6, communications. I guess I'll go ahead and just start out and welcome our new committee member, Mr. Batava.
Thanks. It's great to be here.
Yep. Thanks, and look forward to working with you, obviously, throughout the rest of this term, and then we'll see what committee assignments and such happen next year, or the next reorganization. Any other communications? Seeing no others, we'll move on then to 7, new business, items for information only. We have the status of solar farm special use permits and zoning use permits in unincorporated Champaign County. If you saw Mr. Hall's email notes about it, I did ask for this to be just put in as a information item. I got to thinking it, especially with Mr. Vatava coming on, and just as the committee ourselves, be kind of reminded maybe as to what we do have in the county as far as being approved and already, and what the status is of them. It's an information only, but we can't discuss them obviously if we want to. Does anybody have any questions or comments, or I don't know if Mr. Farney?
Yeah, I was just wondering, John, where it says the certificate of compliance not yet issued on several of these. Do you or Charlie actually go out and look and see? Yes, the fence is there, everything's done around it, stuff like that?
Yeah, when the developer calls us and tells us, hey, we're ready for our compliance, we go out and inspect. Alternatively, in the case of some of these, we'll be contacting them and asking them, we need to get these things wrapped up. Let's have an inspection.
Sure. Okay. Thank you.
Just for the the committee's information, I was telling Mr. Esri, just today, Charlie spent all day talking to solar farm developers. I thought we were going to see that taper off, but we're almost busier than we've ever been with solar farm inquiries, and at least 2 for sure applications coming in. So that hasn't slacked off yet.
How long do they have after we've approved them for them to get in compliance?
Well, with solar farms, you typically have a couple of years because no one gets it done in a year. But on some of these, you can see that we're either out of that window or approaching the end of it. And so it's coming down to the wire on some of these.
John, I just had a follow-up to your comment about Charlie and dealing with this all day long today. And you might not know this. are these developers that are coming and talking with your office, are they only looking at Champaign County, or are they looking at various places all around, and maybe they'll come here, maybe they'll go to Vermilion County or Ford County or wherever it might be, or are they set on, yeah, we're coming to Champaign County?
I think most of these are set because they have actual parcels they're looking at. I don't think they spend a lot of time looking at different parcels in different counties. They pretty much zero in. And when I've had other meetings with other zoning administrators, I think all counties are in the same boat in that regard. We're all just dealing with these things as well as we can. It's a tremendous rush.
Is it a very limited number of developers? Like, is it just one or two that are doing several projects, or is it multiple developers?
It's multiple. And a lot of times it's a new developer that we've never heard of.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
Any further questions? Seeing none, we'll move on. Thank you, John, for putting this together. I appreciate it. On to 8 new business items to be recommended to the county board. First off, we have A, subdivision case 207-25, Ray's minor subdivision. Final plat approval of a 1-lot minor subdivision located in the southwest quarter of Section 33 of Township 19 North, Range 14 West of the second principal meridian in South Homer Township, and commonly known as the undeveloped area on the north side of County Road 1200 North, located 415 feet east of Illinois Route 49. Is there a motion to approve? Moved by Ms. Locke. Is there a second? Seconded by Ms. Rogers. Thank you. John, do you want to start off with some comments? If you
Sure. We had a call from the highway commissioner. He is supportive of the subdivision, so that's good news. We also had a call from one neighbor. I left a copy of an email from Charlie, who took that message. It's fair to say the neighbor is not welcoming of the subdivision, primarily because they don't want any more neighbors. But there's no technical reason. They raise an issue with the lot being too narrow. This is an unusual lot. It's what we call a flag lot. The minimum lot width in the CR district is 200 feet. This lot has about 150 feet at the frontage. But if you go back to that back portion of the lot, under the way we calculate average lot width, it's an average lot width of around 228 feet. So it meets all of our lot requirements, but it is an unusual lot.
Thank you, John. We do have Mr. and Mrs. Ray here in case we have questions of them. Any other questions? Mr.
I do have some
Bacava?
questions. Comparing the preliminary assessment on page C1 that says that it appears to conform, the plat and soil evaluation report was reviewed by the Champaign County Public Health Department, determined the property appears to be suitable for a private septic system. Yet the soil information report from NRI shows that the area that is designated where the new construction is supposed to be is in map symbol 291 Bravo, which is showing has, as far as the septic tank absorption field evaluation, is showing that for the subject property, the majority of the soils in the property are very limited for the use of septic tank absorption fields, and a special design is required for any septic tank absorption field. What special steps have been put in place to satisfy this requirement?
Well, they'll be getting a permit from the health department. The health department reviews all permits. The comments in the NRI, frankly, that's one of the shortcomings of the NRI. They're very high-level comments, not based on specific soils, and not actually put together by someone like we have at the health department who is licensed to review these things. So if we knew nothing else than what the soil survey is, the NRI report would be good coverage. We actually have soil investigations that have been done on the site. submitted to our health department, and there'll be no problem getting a septic system on this property.
Well, I show that there was, I'm not sure which packet it was in, the results of that triangular soil study. Yes, here, which was part of, on page 22 of our notes, I suppose. There's cautions here about water softener salts in a septic system causing could cause a premature failure of its leach field. And if we are skeptical of the results of the NRI finding, to what degree should we also consider the environmental impact study that they also did, or anything else in this packet? What information is considered useful or not so high level that we should be considering it?
Well, again, everything in the NRI report is useful. However, in the case of soils and septic suitability, we have much better information from the actual soil investigations that have been made on site.
Go ahead, JJ.
Jason, I'm going to speak from experience, having lived on a property with a septic system, and the discharging of water softener salts. This caution that they have in there, that is a caution that they put on every one of theirs. Same thing happened for me on my property that had totally different soils and everything. It's like their boilerplate language that they have to put in every letter. My experience with a home that was 60 years old and has been running water softeners for 60 years, it did not cause the leach field to fail. So I think that the letter from Jeff at Environmental Health, where he says that the report appears to show that the site is suitable for a subsurface seepage system, that's really, I mean, they know their stuff. They're the ones that actually are going and looking at it. So I feel very comfortable with it.
Still look like are you satisfied with that, Jason, or do you want, I mean, go ahead if you haven't further questions or worries.
Reading the cover letter for the soil summary, stating that the site was visited on July 15th, 25, for the purpose of citing a subsurface septic disposal system, I don't see a final recommendation from the survey, other than the standard disclaimers.
So Aaron, could you remind us where we are in the process? What does it mean that it's on this portion of our agenda at this time?
Well, it's already been approved at the ZBA level. The vote was unanimous, or I'm sorry. Go ahead, John.
Yeah, this is by right. It didn't have to go
that's
through
right.
the
That's
ZBA.
right. That's right. I forgot that this was by right.
But the way the original property was divided over time, these folks bought it. They had no idea a plat of subdivision was necessary. We had told numerous people that a plat of subdivision was necessary to make this a buildable lot. But these folks came in April. They found out about that. They hired their surveyor. They did the soil investigations. And so they've done everything they could. And again, this is a by right, so no rezoning is necessary. The simple reason we're here is that the Plat Act, the zoning ordinance requires compliance with the Plat Act, and this exceeded the number of lots that could have been created less than 5 acres in area without a plat of subdivision. And so a plat of subdivision is necessary. Because they're planning to build, they went ahead and did all of the permitting necessary for a septic system. They'll have to build a well also. Because they had submitted everything for the subdivision, I approved the zoning use permit earlier this week because everything indicated it was a good lot, just needed plat approval. So that's where we're at in the process.
Thank you. And also, this would be to get it on the county board agenda, right? So we will have another opportunity to vote on this as well, inform our colleagues. Is that correct? Thank you.
Correct. Further discussion? Are we ready to vote, or
Are we missing a page from the evaluation report that states what their final recommendation is from the soil summary?
What kind of a report?
Well, it says here that the soils are examined to evaluate the soil characteristics such as they're used to determine the potential for siting for a subsurface septic disposal system. The results of those studies are here, but no evaluation or ultimate recommendation by whomever performed the summary.
Well, we have the locations where the tests were taken, and we have the sign off by the health department. So in terms of what would happen for plat review, that's adequate. The next step literally is to, and I don't think they've gone this far, have their septic installer submit an actual design to the health department. That actually would be the next step in getting a septic system. But in terms of plat review, they've done everything that would ordinarily be required.
we can keep it? I mean, you can vote no on it just on the idea that you want to keep it off the consent agenda. We can keep it off the consent agenda as is, even if everyone votes for it. So that we can for sure have a chance to discuss it again at the full county board meeting. Just throwing out possibilities.
I would like to consider the motion. Do you need a second for that to put it up to a vote, or?
No,
Okay,
yeah.
let's vote.
Do you have any other quick comments, Mr. Watava, or?
I do not at this time.
Okay, we'll go ahead and take a vote on it. All in favor, please say aye. Aye. Any opposed?
Opposed?
Thank you. So it passes, but it will not be on the consent agenda. So we will definitely be able to discuss it again at the full board meeting. Thank you. Move on then to item 8B, zoning case 167 AM-25. Amend the zoning map to change the zoning district designation from the AG1, Ag1, agriculture zoning district to the B1 Rural Trade Center zoning district in order to expand operations of a farm chemicals and fertilizer sales business, including storage and mixing of blended fertilizer on a 3-acre tract in the northwest quarter of the northeast quarter of fractional section 19, township 20 north, range 11 east of the 3rd principal meridian in Ogden Township, located immediately east of the existing Ealer Brothers facility with an address of 2475 East, County Road 2100 North, St. Joseph. Is there a move by Mr. Farney to approve? Is there a second? Seconded by Ms. Locke. Discussion, Mr. Hall, do you have, and we do have Mr. Dustin Ealer here if we have questions of him from Ealer Brothers. And go ahead, Mr. Hall, if you want to start us off.
Well, this was recommended unanimously by the ZBA at the August 17th meeting. This is an expansion of an existing facility that serves surrounding farmers. The ZBA found that it complied with all of the goals and objectives of the Land Resource Management Plan. That's pretty much everything.
Thank you. Discussion, questions for John or potentially for Mr. Ealer? Are we okay? Okay. All in favor, please say aye. Aye. Any opposed? Thank you. That passes unanimously. So as of right now, unless when someone speaks, we'll go ahead and put it on, figure on the consent agenda, but we'll also designate that at the end of the meeting. So thank you. That's done. On to number 9, other business. Monthly reports, we have none. Mr. Hall and his staff are busy with other work and not able to get them out, and that's understandable. Chair's report, I have none. As acting chair, designation of items to be placed on the consent agenda. We do only have the one, 8B, the zoning case 167 AM 25. Again, that can be pulled off. We can pull it off now, or you can pull it off the day of the full board meeting. All it takes is one person to ask. And with that, I will call this meeting adjourned at